this Max Lifestyle Health, Wealth, and Travel presentation webinar. Welcome to all our promoters and guests. And I see we have a lot of new names on the webinar tonight. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Frances Alexander. I'm also known as Queen Twitter around the world. And it could be because I have just a few people following me on Twitter. Just could be that. But anyway, as we get started here, as you come on board, please, in your questions box, put in your name and where you hail from, and I will introduce you to the rest of the webinar. As I can see, there's a Laura. Welcome, Laura, from Durham, North Carolina. I have a Jim from Newark, Ohio. Welcome, Jim. Robert from Tennessee. Welcome, Robert. Kara from Goodfellow Air Force Base in Texas. Welcome. Tara and Travis from Washington, D.C. Good evening. Daniel from Sanford, North Carolina. Good evening. Rebecca from Edmond, Oklahoma. Welcome. Robert from Tennessee. Carolyn from South Carolina. Russell from Hilo, Hawaii. Welcome. Patricia from Mays, Kansas. Welcome. And Becky from Newport, Ohio. Welcome. Peter from the UK. Brian from Philly. Fred from sunny California. Welcome. I have George hailing from Australia, saying good day to all from the AU. Good day, George, and welcome. Kirk says it's another day in paradise, and he said great day to everyone. George is from somewhere cold, Idaho. Welcome, everyone. There are a lot more people coming on, and it is the top of the hour, so I want to introduce our host, one of our hosts, and his name is Dave Koninsky. Dave is a fourth-degree black belt who fought on our U.S. team on several occasions, and when his son was 5 years old, when his son was 5 years old, Dave sold his Taekwondo school so that he could have time. He can take care of his son full time. And for the last 20 years, Dave has made a full-time income working as a network marketing entrepreneur. He is an industry leader and a top multi-marketing team trainer. And Jay Joshua, who is the owner of Max Lifestyle, could have chosen from any of 100 other MLM leaders, but he chose Dave as our master distributor because of his commitment and passion for network marketing. So Dave, are you out there and ready to go? Because I'll tell you, I see a lot of new names, and everybody looks like they're eager to find out what you want to tell them.
Yes, ma'am, we're here, and we're excited. Queen Twitter, and we do know that you have I think it's over 500,000 Twitter followers now.
Yeah, it's up there.
More than that even? You don't ever tell me how many. Anyway, thanks so much for the introduction. We appreciate all your hard work and all your help. And we're going to get started here in just about 30 seconds. Folks, we had a lot of really positive responses from last night's training, so I got to tell you that we had the owner of the company do a training last night, and it was a lot of good information, a lot of excited people. I had several phone calls today, just people really pumped up about what's going on here with Max Lifestyle. So if you're looking for an opportunity, if you're looking for a business, you are in the right place. And what we're going to do over the next 35 to 40 minutes is kind of show you exactly how we're making money, exactly how you can, as an entrepreneur, as a new business owner, make money right from your own home. And as Josh talks about all the time, we're going to show you the one-day work week. How can you make a full-time living working 1 day a week? I was talking about the training we had last night, and the gentleman that was training us last night is I believe one of the top 5 network marketing trainers in the entire world. He's like the Donald Trump of training for network marketing. And I got to tell you, if I called you right now and told you, hey, you get a chance to learn from Donald Trump on how to invest in real estate, most people would say, absolutely, I'm interested, sign me up for that. And that's really what we have here with Jay Joshua. He's doing trainings for us once a week. We may even expand that to more than that, maybe twice a week as time goes forward. He has bridged the gap between internet marketing and network marketing, and has been training on that for many, many years, has his own company training on how to make money on the internet and how to make money through network marketing. He's been doing that since 2008. Very good leader. We just got off the phone with each other just a few minutes ago, and I'm excited about all the things that we're doing, and we're going to actually be getting on the phone tomorrow, and he's going to be training me a little bit, so I'm looking forward to that as well. So with that being said, Jay Josh, I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to you, sir.
Awesome, awesome, Dave. Well, I certainly appreciate that kind introduction. And, folks, tonight's call is going to be something a little bit different. Tonight's call is really all about you, and it's about what you want out of life. And I'm going to take a few moments. I'm going to share with you a little bit about who I am and how I can help you achieve your goals. And then we're going to tell you about our incredible company, our amazing products, and a very lucrative and leveraged compensation plan. But most importantly, we're going to show you a system here tonight. Most people fail in business because they don't have a good success model. In fact, if you look at the success ratio of businesses, you'll quickly discover that franchises have one of the highest success rates on the planet if you look at how they compare to all businesses. But a McDonald's franchise could cost you $1 million. What we're going to show you here today is how you can become an entrepreneur from home. That's what I like to call it. It's all about having the opportunity to enjoy all the benefits of owning a franchise, of being in business for yourself, but without the headaches of employees and the hassles and the costs that come along with that. So folks, if you're out here on tonight's call and your goal is to really find a true path, step by step to making money, I got to tell you, you're at the right place at the right time. As Dave said, I am one of the world's top attraction marketers. I'm very proud that people call me that because I've had the opportunity to hear from thousands of people around the world how I've helped them create their own profitable business. I'm actually featured in the #2 best-selling book on attraction marketing. You can find that on Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble's. And I'm also the CEO and founder of one of the world's most referred training companies for network marketers, and I've written several books and training programs that you can find out there. But again, it's really not about me here tonight, folks. It's all about you. What do you really want? Well, I'm going to tell you what our company's goal is and how you can play a big role in that, how you can benefit from it. Our vision, folks, is really simple. We want to help 100,000 families around the globe enjoy the one-day work week. And like Dave said, that's the ability to earn full-time income or more working the equivalent of just one day a week. So let me ask you a question. Is there anybody out here on this call that would like to have more time freedom, like to make more money? One of the things I used to say when I was speaking from stage is I would get up on stage and I would say, hey, is there anybody out here who has a house payment or monthly bills that they'd like to get rid of? Folks, everybody wants to make more money. But the reality of it is what you probably want that you're willing to work hard for is time freedom. We all want to have that time with our family. We want to have that time to really live the lifestyle that we want, do the things that we want, go where we want to go, travel. And folks, if you love travel, well, you're in for a treat because I'm going to share with you this incredible product that we've had the opportunity to work with, and it's just really changing lives and really helping families. So we're going to talk about that here in a moment. But I've put together a quick short list here that I want to start tonight's webinar off with. And if you're here and you want to make some money, then I hope you don't mind. I'm not. It's not a sales pitch here tonight, folks. I just want to share with you what I think you need to go out and be successful, and I just want to help every one of you achieve your goals. The 4 things that you need to succeed in business, and I've never met a successful business owner who violated one of these 4 things. You have to have all 4. Number 1, you got to have great products that you love, folks. You got to have great products, and I believe in the next little bit of time, I'm going to share with you how some of our amazing products. Maybe you decide, hey, you know what? I don't want to be a business owner, but I think that when you go through our quick webinar here tonight, I think you're going to say, man, maybe I'm not going to do the business, but I got to have those products. Those products are incredible, and that's really the core of our business and one of the key things that makes us successful. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment. And the second thing that any successful business owner has to have is a marketing system that works, folks. And I am very pleased to tell you that we have the most powerful marketing system, online or offline. And if you want to build a business, you got to have a system. I'm even going to show you how to get access to our incredible marketing system for free here on this call, so pay close attention. Now, the other thing you're going to have is leveraged compensation. And I want you to think about this for just a moment. If you wanted to make $1 million, I want you to think about this for just a moment. Let's say that's your goal. You want to make $1 million. And I told you that you had to do all the work to make that $1 million. Well, that's a daunting task, right? But what if I told you that it would be a lot easier for you to go out and help 10 or 15 people make $100,000 a year, and that would help you make $1 million? See, folks, there's a lot of compensation plans out there. The compensation plan you have with your job, by the way, is where you do all this work and you only get paid a little bit of money. Well, the compensation plan that I'm going to show you here on tonight's call is what I call leverage compensation. I'm going to show you how you can actually enjoy our products and at some point even get our products for free just by referring others. I'm going to show you how to make some money just doing things yourself. But more importantly, if you pay close attention on tonight's call, even better, I'm going to show you how you can get paid when other people are working. Now that's a big idea. So the question is, when you wake up and you go to work tomorrow, you get paid. But what if you woke up in the morning and instead of rolling out of bed to go to work to get paid, what if you get to roll over? How many of you would like to sleep in? How many of you would like to replace your full-time income? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about here tonight, folks. There's a real opportunity for you to work with a real company and a real group of people to achieve just that. And then number 4, training and mentoring. I was talking to somebody the other day who was a nurse, and I made the mistake, and I apologize if there's any people here on tonight's call that have a nursing degree. I made the mistake of saying, you're a nurse. Wow, that was like 4 or 5 years school. And boy, did I just get an earful. I spent 6.5 years in school working 80 hours a week just to be able to be a nurse. And the thing you've really got to think about, folks, is that if you want to become an expert, if you want to achieve big goals financially, you got to learn. You have to know what to do in order to be successful. You can't just wake up tomorrow and expect that all of a sudden you're going to make a lot more money just because you did something a little bit different, folks. You got to learn. You got to have the training. And one of the things that I'm really pleased to tell you about our incredible company is that we were founded by trainers, and we were founded on the concept of training. And so if you want to build your own successful business, if you want to become an entrepreneur from home, we have the training and mentoring that you're going to need in order to be successful. Bottom line. So you got to have, folks, you got to have products. I'm going to show you some great products here in a minute. You got to have a marketing system that really works. You got to have leverage compensation where you get paid when other people are working so that you can make money while you sleep. And you got to have a company that's committed to teaching and training you what it really takes to be successful right from the comfort of your own home. Now, I want to give you a quick sneak peek of our marketing system. The marketing system, folks, I love this. It's called the One Day Work Week. And it's called the One Day Work Week because that's our company vision. We want to help 100,000 families around the globe be able to enjoy full-time income or more, working the equivalent of just 1 day a week. And we're so confident, by the way, just to let you know this before we get any further in tonight's call, we're so confident that if you use our marketing system and you share our products and you find you meet some metrics, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. We're so confident that it works that we're willing to guarantee up to $500 a month. Okay, so if you do the work, you follow the system, you achieve some basic goals, we're going to make sure that you're making money, and your first entrepreneurial efforts from home are going to be richly rewarded, as you're going to see. And I really put this slide in here because honestly, if this slide doesn't make sense to you in a minute, then you're probably not at the right place. We have an amazing company here, folks, and you're going to hear about some great products that I really hope you can enjoy. They're going to give you a better lifestyle. That's what our company's all about, folks. It's all about maximizing your lifestyle, and that's why the name of our company is Max Lifestyle. But if you're here tonight because you're looking to build a business, if you're here tonight because you want to become an entrepreneur from home, then I really want you to think about what you really want, because I'm going to share with you what I believe is the easiest business to do, the company that has the most training, that's going to give you the very best odds of success. But it's still going to be work. There's no magic wand you can wave and then suddenly you've got this rich lifestyle that you want to live, folks. It's still going to be some work involved. And so you gotta ask yourself, why am I willing to do the extra work to build a business? Well, that's the question. What do you want? If you're here on tonight's call and you dream about being able to give your family, a second week vacation this year, how many of you would love to take 2 weeks vacation this year? If you're here on tonight's call and you say, hey, man, I wish I just could pay off my cars, pay off some of my credit cards, start saving for college, put my kids or my grandkids in a better school. If you got some things in life, folks, that you really want and you're willing to put in the effort and energy to change your lifestyle, then I'm going to show you the company, the compensation plan, the products, and the marketing system, and the tools and training to help you achieve just that. So again, folks, I hope you're all here for the right reason. Let's talk a little bit about our amazing products. Max Lifestyle. I told you a little bit about our company name. Max Lifestyle is all about helping you achieve maximum lifestyle. Okay, that's why I named the company. And I want you to think about your lifestyle for just a moment. You know, how could your lifestyle be better? If you had more time freedom, more financial freedom, yes. But really, I want to share with you how our products can help you do that. I break our products down into 3 categories: health, wealth, and travel. Okay, let's talk about the health side for just a moment. Anybody out here on today's call like to figure out a way to lose 10 or 15 pounds and get back to high school skinny? Anybody out here in today's calls know anybody who is tired of TV fad diets that don't work and wants to lose 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds? Well, let me ask you another question. Anybody out here in today's call loves coffee? Did you know that every day billions and billions of cups of coffee are sold? And did you know that 6 out of the top 10 income earners in the entrepreneur from home space are millionaires because of healthy coffee? That's right, folks. It's a huge niche, healthy coffee. We have an amazing healthy coffee. It's got Ganoderma mushroom in it. It's got ginseng. It's absolutely incredible. We have a lot of other products. We've got our cardio product, our weight loss product, and here's one that may not at first seem like it fits, but this is one that people love. They order over and over and over again, and that is our Max Relief formula. I had a gentleman who works for me in one of my other offices, and he came hobbling into work, and it was the saddest thing you could ever see. I mean, he was walking just, teeter-totter, and I didn't even think he'd make it to the door. He's got a giant cast on his foot, and I said, "What did you do?" He says, "I have no idea, but my foot is just killing me. I went to the doctor put the cast on it, and I said, I tell you what, at the end of work, don't forget to come by. I'm going to let you try some of our Max Relief formula." Doesn't work for everybody, but 6 to 8 out of 10 times that I share it with people, they literally get temporary pain relief in like 30 seconds. I mean, this is an amazing show and tell product, folks. So I came in this morning. I didn't hear anything. I didn't ask until I had a meeting with the team later that day, and he spoke up in the middle of the meeting. He said, "Josh, I just want to thank you." He said, "I went home, I tried this product, and he said it literally took about 30 seconds, and the pain was gone." Now you say, "Josh, how does pain relief, how does that fit into lifestyle?" Well, I'm going to tell you something. If you've ever suffered from foot pain or knee pain or shoulder pain or back pain or neck pain, you know that I don't care how rich you are, how much time freedom you have, if you're in pain, you're not enjoying anything, folks. So we've got this amazing group of products. And by the way, all of these products were carefully researched. These are hot trends on the internet today, so they're absolutely incredible. People are absolutely, demanding these products, and we have products. Let's talk about wealth. Well, for those of you on here on today's call that want to become successful entrepreneurs from home, we're going to share with you how to do that. And then there's travel. And folks, I'm going to be right up front with you. When we first put that slide together, a lot of people said, "Hey, J. Joshua, you got to talk about travel first, because our flagship product is this incredible travel product." I'm going to tell you the story here in a moment, how we had the opportunity, how we came to have the opportunity to work with this product. And I think it's going to get you really, really excited because it's just absolutely incredible. But one thing I want you to know about all of our products, folks, is they're great. You're going to love them. Try it, feel it, believe it, live it. These are the Max Lifestyle products, and I have every confidence that you're absolutely going to love them. But let me ask you a question here. And I want to talk about travel for just a moment. I want to ask you a question. Anybody out here on tonight's call want to take a dream vacation? And I want you to think about this. If money were no object and you could go anywhere on earth, I want to say that again. If money were no object and you could go anywhere on earth and take a dream vacation, where would you go? Hawaii? Okay, all right. What about a cruise? What about a Mediterranean cruise or a Caribbean cruise or an Alaskan cruise? Okay, Australia, there you go. Europe, all right. New York City, wherever it is you are in the world, there's a dream vacation that you have, and I want to help you take it. Let me ask you this question. Anybody out here on tonight's call want to discover how to literally travel the world like the rich and famous for just pennies on the dollar? Well, I'm absolutely going to show you how to do that, and even better. Let me ask you this. If I could show you a way to take your next dream vacation for free, or even better, get paid to take your next dream vacation, would that be worth a few minutes of your time to find out how to get that done? Well, I got to tell you, folks, I've only met one person in my entire life when I asked them if they love to travel who said, "No, I don't." I've only met one person. Just about everybody that I know has a dream destination or multiple dream destinations. And most of you out here on tonight's call probably want to have the opportunity to give your family that second week vacation this year. And that's why I'm so excited to introduce the Max Lifestyle Travel Club. Now, I want to tell you something, folks. If you think you've seen travel clubs before, I want to tell you something right now. You have never seen anything like this. Max Lifestyle Travel Club is the world's premier travel club. We've partnered with the world's largest travel vendor alliance to be able to offer you unprecedented access to travel at wholesale pricing that can literally allow you to finally take that extra vacation or 2 or 3. In fact, and I want to be clear with you on this, in fact, we're so confident that the Max Lifestyle Travel Club is the only travel club you would ever dream of having that we guarantee we guarantee you the best rate on your next vacation, or it's free. And I want to stop there and just say something for a moment. There's a lot of people out there who price match. They say, look, I'll give you the best price, or if you find a better one, I'm going to give you their price. I'm going to match their price. Folks, I'm so confident when you understand this incredible flagship product that we have here and how special it is, you're going to understand why we make a guarantee that no one else can make. We guarantee you the best rate, or your next trip is free. It's absolutely incredible. Now, for those of you that are entrepreneurs here on tonight's call or want to become entrepreneurs, I've got some even better news for you. The best part about travel is the product, or is it the opportunity? It's really hard to say, because travel is an exciting and fun industry. Did you know that travel is a $17 trillion industry? And I did say trillion with the T. In fact, travel is the second largest industry on earth, second only to food. It's that big, and it's fun, and it's lucrative. You can make a lot of money. You can travel all over the world, and even better, you can get paid. Now, I'm going to share with you a lot of amazing features. In fact, just to learn all the features we have inside our incredible Max Lifestyle Travel Club, you'd have to spend 30 or 40 minutes just dedicated on that. We're not going to spend that much time here tonight, but I am going to share with you a couple of key features. Number one, you'll never again have to take your week-long family vacation at a hotel. I'm going to show you how to stay at a resort or condo for as little as $300 a week. It's the same price that you might pay for a low-grade hotel. I'm going to show you how you can literally travel in style at resorts and condos for less than you ever thought possible. Plus, I'm going to give you access here, folks. Take a look at this. Inside, you're going to get access to thousands of cruises, thousands of resorts, over 6,000 condos, 240,000 hotels for those shorter 2 or 3 or 4 night stays, 17,000 car rental agencies, private jet luxury vacations, all-inclusive resort packages, and so much more. Folks, we have over 250,000 pages of live inventory. It is absolutely incredible. In real savings. I mean, we do this on a regular basis. We'll go and we'll price compare what you can get access to as a Max Lifestyle Travel Club member versus, big sites, Expedia, Orbitz, etc. And in this example, you're saving, I don't know, $400 or $500. In the next example, you're saving $500. But take a look at this. On this one, you're saving $511. The original trip was only $830, which means you could have stayed right here at this resort for $319 for the entire week. I mean, folks, it's just absolutely incredible. So I want to tell you a little bit about this travel club and how we came about it. Many years ago, when I got married, I was a young entrepreneur, and I just wasn't in a position to have all the money that I wanted, as many of us are. And my wife's parents paid for the entire wedding. And they told me, they said, Josh, you only have to do one thing. And I said, what's that? And they said, you have to pay for the honeymoon. And I got to tell you, I was just sweating beads of sweat, because I didn't know how I was going to be able to cover the price of a honeymoon. And if you look at the price of taking a vacation when you're not a travel club member, it can be very, very pricey to the point where you don't even think about it. And that's when somebody introduced me to an elite travel club, and through this elite travel club, they were actually able to help me get to an amazing resort here in Scottsdale, Arizona, at just this incredible price. I won't even tell you, because you won't believe me. It was just incredible. We stayed for several days, and oh man, you want to talk about 5-star experience. So I always had in the back of my mind, hey, how do I become an elite travel club member? And over the years, I talked with different people, including the person who helped me get to my honeymoon, and they all said the same thing. Well, if you want to become a travel club member, it's going to cost you about $10,000 to $15,000. And that was more money than I had, obviously. And so I had it in the back of my mind. That was on my to-do list. We got to get a nice house, got to have a nice car. And at some point, we need to either get a timeshare for $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, or we need to become a travel club member for $10,000 or $15,000, which of course has the benefit of giving you the flexibility to stay anywhere. By the way, right here on the screen, you can see cruises. A lot of companies can only offer you a certain price structure on cruises, and all the cruise companies got together and they kind of locked the price out. Well, we have something unique that no one else has. When you book a cruise with us, not only do we give you the lowest possible price, but we can even give you a 10 to 20% rebate check on top of that, meaning that if you want to take a cruise, we have the best selection, the largest selection of any company anywhere at guaranteed the lowest rate, or it's absolutely for free. So I wanted to get access to this incredible travel club, and when we were in the beginning stages of Max Lifestyle, I started reaching out to all of these different travel clubs. And they were all about the same price range, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. And I finally found a company, the biggest of all of them, and let me tell you how big they are, folks. It actually took me over 3 months just to get an appointment with the owner of this company. They're a large multinational company. I finally got an appointment, and I told him what my dream was with Max Lifestyle and how we wanted to be a company that had health, wealth, and travel, and how I had this vision of having the world's best travel club at a rate that everyone could afford. And so it took a lot of work. It took about another 4 or 5 months to get everything put together. And I'm pleased to tell you that while timeshares might cost you 30, 40, 50,000, and most elite travel clubs are going to cost you around 10,000, which, by the way, is not necessarily an expense. I mean, that's an asset, folks. Travel clubs, timeshares are willable, they're saleable, they can pay for themselves on their first vacation. But I got some really exciting news for you. At Max Lifestyle, we were able to get access to this incredible travel club, and I'm going to show you how to get started here, folks. Not for 10,000, not for 20,000. I'm actually going to show you how to get started for as little as a few $1,000s. In fact, I can even show you how to start your own business right from home and become an elite travel club member with Max Lifestyle Travel Club for less than $1,000. So if you're serious and you want to help us grow and expand our company, you want to travel, you want to have the opportunity to really give your life and your family a lot more than what you have, well, welcome to Max Lifestyle, folks. You're absolutely at the right place at the right time. We'll talk more about that here in just a little bit. But before we do, I want to talk a little bit about leverage compensation, because this is really important. How do you get paid, right? You're hearing tonight's call, you want to know, hey, Jay Joshua, sounds great. Sounds like I'm going to love the products. Sounds like you got a great marketing system. In fact, some of you are hearing tonight's call because of that marketing system. And we're going to talk about training in a minute, but show me that leverage compensation. Well, I'm going to show you here on this call, just a short version, 3 ways you're going to get paid, okay? That's what we're going to talk about. 3 ways you're going to get paid. Number 1. Our $500 a month success guarantee. Now, if you want to build a business, I'm sure that you're hearing tonight's call, hoping that you can make a lot more money than $500 a month. But if you were working with a company that was so confident that their system would work so well, if you simply took simple actions, achieved basic results, and then did it, well, we're so confident that if you do that, you're going to be successful, we guarantee you $500 a month. Talk about that in a minute. The second thing is a $700 a month luxury car club bonus. Now, I want you to be thinking about something for just a moment. When you wake up and you get in your car and you go to work, you go to the store, you go wherever you're going to go, it really is going to help determine how you feel, right? If you got a car that's not your dream car, you're not going to feel as great as if you open the door and it's your dream car. So we have a luxury car club bonus. It's going to help you get a new Mercedes, new BMW, new Corvette. We got a couple options. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Maybe a new Porsche. And the third way you're going to get paid is $1,000 and $10,000 bonuses. Now, how many of you would like to discover how you can literally make $1,000 once a month, once a week, once a day? What about multiple times a day? Even better, we have our $10,000 lifestyle bonuses that you can make once a month, once a week, once a day, even multiple times per day. And it's highly leveraged. So you don't have to do all the work. You just have to do a little bit of work and build a team, let them do some work, and then you're in a situation where you can enjoy leveraged income. Now, I'm going to just give you the quick overview here. $500 success guarantee. We've got the luxury car club bonus, got a couple of beautiful cars on there, and of course those 1K and 10K bonuses. But what I want to do now, folks, is I actually want to turn the call over for a few moments to Dave Koneski, because Dave Koneski is actually the guy in the picture. I flew him out to where I was, and I was able to give him one of those giant $1,000 checks, and he's gone on to make a lot more money. And I got to tell you, he loves sharing with people how you make money. And Dave, are you out there, sir?
I am. I am. Thank you. I
Awesome,
was,
awesome.
Thank you, Josh. I was listening to your story about the travel and going on dream vacations, and I wanted just to share a little bit about a vacation that I took my family on last year for Thanksgiving week. My son wanted to go to Disney World, SeaWorld, and Universal, that area. We ended up going to SeaWorld for several days. Never actually made it over to Disney, but we live in Daytona, so we went over to Orlando, about an hour and a half drive from where we were at, and we stayed in a condo over there. Um, and we were about less than a mile away from SeaWorld. We were about, I don't know, about 2 miles from Universal and about 5 miles from Disney. So we were kind of right in the middle of all three parks. And we stayed in the most beautiful condo. The condo we stayed in, Josh, was actually 1,400 square feet. And that's, I always tell you, is larger than my first house. The first house I owned was only 1,100 square feet. And we actually stayed in a condo resort where our room was 1,400 square feet. It had a full, kitchen. It had a full dining room, living room with leather couch, flat screen TVs. Master bedroom had a king size bed with a jacuzzi in it. The other bedroom had two queen size beds. It had two bathrooms. It was set up to sleep 8 people. And Josh, we got this room for less than $70 a night. And I was telling a friend of mine that a few weeks ago, and he kind of pointed out, he says, Dave, you took a lot of people, because I took my son, my wife, my mother, and my two older boys were home from college. So we had 6 people total that went with us on this vacation. We had plenty of room. But he said, Dave, if you had gone and stayed in a hotel, you would have needed 2 rooms for 6 people. You wouldn't have been able to get through one room for 6 people. You needed 2 rooms. So we got this room for less than $70 a night. And had we stayed in a hotel, we would have needed 2 rooms. So what a great deal. Here's the room right here. That's the bedroom. If you let that scroll through, right there's the living room area. And I'll scroll through just a minute. This thing was just gorgeous, and we were right on a lake. So when you went out the back, that's the kitchen there. If you saw the back porch there, when you walked out the back porch, it overlooked the lake, so it was just beautiful. We actually went out on the lake and went kayaking on the lake with my boys from college, and took my 10-year-old out there. Right there's the master bedroom, and there was a jacuzzi in it. I don't know if it's going to show that or not. I think it does. Yeah, there's the living room area. We had the kitchen, and we made Thanksgiving dinner here. So we had, the family wanted to go for Thanksgiving week, and we actually made Thanksgiving dinner, and so we had enough, everything that was in the kitchen. The kitchen is fully stocked, able to make Thanksgiving dinner. Had a great time for the whole entire week. $452. Now we found that same vacation on Travelocity for $1,495. So Travelocity's price was $1,495, $1,495, and we were able to get it through the Vacation Club that Josh is just talking about for only $452. And I got to tell you, that's pretty good. There's my Mustang right there. That's my baby. I need to get a better picture of that Mustang. But anyway, you see my son there, just graduated college. There's my beautiful wife. And so yeah, as a matter of fact, Josh, you were talking about owning your own business and working from home. And the half hour before the webinar, my 10-year-old was on the bed wrestling with me, and he still thinks he won that wrestling bout. So I'm gonna have to go explain to him that maybe he didn't. By the way, you see me right there. I'm actually a lot skinnier than that now. I've been working out a lot, so I got to replace that picture too. Anyway, so we're going to talk about money. One of my mentors a long time ago said, if you're going to do a business opportunity, you got to have a comp plan where the average guy can score. Real important. You have to have a comp plan where the average guy can score. You got the top 1%ers in most companies, and they're going to make money no matter what they do. But we have a comp plan here where everyone, if you decide you like this business and this is something that you want, is to make money from home. If you've got that why, or reason to make money from home, and a reason to start a business, we're going to show you a comp plan right now where absolutely, if you'll do the simple steps that Jay Joshua is outlined for us, and we're actually doing training on those every Monday night, if you'll just follow some simple steps and use our one-day work week, we're going to guarantee you're going to make at least $500 a month. And all you need to do is get started. And if you can get started and find 3 people who love to travel, well, that's easy. Or maybe who like coffee. Everyone seems to drink coffee. Maybe some people like to lose 10 pounds. I was using our system and our weight loss system, and as well as exercising, and kind of been going overboard now. But when I first joined the company, I lost close to 30 pounds using our weight loss system and also exercising and watching what I was eating. And now I've actually this weekend did my first 50-mile bike ride, so I was pretty happy with that. And then Sunday went back for 25 more miles. So getting ready for triathlon. So if you want to get in shape, we got the absolute best weight loss system out there. Pain relief, one of my favorite products. I often talk about the pain relief. Great product. It works. I've seen it work on literally many people, friends, family. Just about everyone I put it on tells me they notice relief. Some people, maybe it's less, not as great a relief. For example, if you meet somebody and their pain level is only a 2 or 3, well, they may not notice as much relief. But if their pain level is a 10, boy, are they going to be happy you shared that product with them. So can you find 3 people who have pain or want to lose some weight or maybe like to drink coffee or who love to travel? I say that you can find 3 people that have all 4 of those. We're not going to make you do that. That would be a little bit trickier if your 3 people had to have all 4 of these. But I guarantee everyone on this webinar can find at least 3 people that have one of these things that they want to do or that they enjoy doing. And so once you find those 3 people, you're going to go ahead and get started. And you're going to sponsor those first 3 people in what we call the Infinity Suite. And then we're going to go to work, and Josh is going to train them, and I'm going to help you, and your upline is going to help you, and your upline max team leader, and we're going to help those 3 people that you bring aboard. We're going to help you train them to go out and find 3 people the same way you did. So again, this is a business where people are helping people, where we're training, we're holding your hand, we're supporting you through every step of the process. And if you can do that, if you can find 3 people who find 3 people, we're going to guarantee you're going to make $500 a month. Pretty cool stuff right there. And I got to tell you, folks, I keep talking about you find 3 people who find 3 people. We're going to help you do that. We're going to train you. It's so important to understand that this is a business and we are building teams here. We are training. We are helping. You're not going to be doing this by yourself. Now, what gets me excited, of course, the Infinity Suite gets me very excited. That's your residual income. That's your retirement income. But I like making $1,000 checks. And I believe anyone on this webinar right now, get started with us, and we can get you making $1,000 checks. I made my first $1,000 check in about 3 weeks, so it does not take long. Even if it took you 90 days to make your first $1,000 check, there are going to be people on this webinar making $1,000 checks every single week, and I believe there'll be people on this webinar making $1,000 checks even once a day once we get going with this and build the momentum. So you want to start off, you want to join, and again, when you join, notice that you've got 2 spots. You've got 1 spot in your A team, and you've also got 1 spot in the Infinity. The Infinity Suite is actually where your spot is. The A team is what we call a CAB bonus or customer acquisition bonus, and you're just coded in there so that we can kind of follow who you bring in. And your goal is to build a team of 7 people, counting yourself. But it's your goal to do that, again, with the help of us, with the help of your upline. So if you'll notice in Josh's example, maybe the first person that we put in your team is someone that I brought in. Maybe I enrolled somebody, and we call that upline spill, and we place that under you. And then maybe a couple weeks later, you introduce it to a guy named John, and actually you can introduce it to someone else. It doesn't have to be a guy named John, but you introduce it to your first person, and they come in, and maybe John goes out and finds somebody and gets his first person. Now notice your team's already up to 4, and we told you only have to have 7. Now, how many have you brought in so far? You've only brought in 1 person. You've only brought in John. Now look there, I just brought in somebody, put them under you, and then maybe you bring in 1 more person called Mary, and we need 1 more here to get you to your 7th. So let's just say that Mary was to enroll somebody. So for our example, you now have a team of 7, but please notice you've only ever enrolled 2 people personally. So you've only ever enrolled 2, and now you have a team of 7. 1 second. Sorry about that, Josh. I've been talking all day. I'm losing my voice a little bit. Now, in this example, you now have your 7 people, and you've enrolled 2. Now, your very next person you enroll, we're going to say it's Tom, and Tom's going to go in your max team. Now, notice as Josh is putting the first 3 personals in here, do you notice how those also filled up your first 3 personals in your Infinity Suite? The guys that came up with this comp plan were geniuses. I know Josh had a lot to do with that, and he also had a couple comp plan consultants that worked on it, but it's intertwined. It's tied together. So as you build your Infinity Suite, as you got those first 3 people in your A team and your max team, it also built out your first 3 people in your Infinity Suite. Let's go a little bit further. Now we're going to say Tom goes to work, and Tom brings in maybe a couple people. And we're going to, just for this example today, we're going to say that everyone you bring in is coming in at the top of our comp plan. And Josh will talk more about that in a few minutes. But if everybody comes in at the top of our comp plan, what that means is every time you bring in 3 people, you're going to make a $1,000 check. So just to make sure I say that right, it's not the top of the comp plan. Every time, we're going to say that these 3 people all came in with our biggest package is what I meant to say. So every time you get 3 people that come with the biggest package, you make a $1,000 check. Now notice in our example, you only brought in Tom. You didn't bring all 3 in. Now I talked to a guy today who's getting ready to join our team, and actually he did join today as a matter of fact, and he said, well, Dave, I'm just going to get all 6. I don't want to wait. I'm going to work. I'm just going to get all 6, and you can do that if you want. If you're somebody that wants to go out and really crank this thing up and get there quicker, you're more than welcome to get get all 3, get all 6, and really build a huge team. But for our example here, notice you only got Tom, and Tom brought in Sam, and Tom brought in number 3, and you earned your first $1,000 check. But also notice on the right-hand side over here in the Infinity Suite, Tom got 2 people. Now let's say Tom got 1 more person, and then if you notice John has 2, we're going to say John got 1 more, and Mary found 2 more. So now you have Mary, John, and Tom who all have 3, and you've just now qualified for that $500 a month guarantee that we were talking about. And it gets even better because the way our comp plan is set up is once you get 15,000 total points of volume, you are now qualified for the luxury car bonus. But here's the thing. You don't have to get all 15,000 points by yourself. What Jay Joshua showed us is when we build our teams, is you can have as much as 60% of that volume come from any one leg. 60% can come from one leg. 40% must come from your other remaining legs. So what we're doing to help everybody get going and just really to show show we're building teams and really get this thing rocking and rolling is if you come in and you earn that first bonus and you get your first $1,000 bonus, you start building a team, you get a few people going, and you start generating some volume, and let's say you build a volume of 6,000. And it may be, Josh is showing here, you could do that with as little as 30 people if everyone came in and had the 200-point auto ship. But let's just say it took you more. Maybe it took you 50 or 60 people because some people are maybe only buying the pain relief product, and some people are maybe doing a smaller auto ship. But you build up about 6,000 team volume. When that happens, I'm going to come in as the master distributor of the company. I'm going to come in and I'm going to drop another team under you, and I'm going to help you get your other 9,000 points of volume so that you can get your luxury car bonus. So you got maybe the first 30, 40, 50 people on your team. I'm going to drop 100 people, 200, 300 people under you and help you get that 9,000 points of volume. And now you're now earning at least $700 a month. But guess what? It gets even better than this. It gets a lot better than this. Because remember over here let's go back to the max team, and we're still working the max team. And now Tom's down there working, and Sam brought in a few people, but your max team grew by 3 more. You started with 3, now you're up to 6, and now you just earn another $1,000 bonus. And guess what, folks? Every time 3 new people come into your max team to infinity, that max team can be 100 people large, it could be 500, it could be 1,000 people big. Every time you get 3, you make another $1,000 bonus. Now for our example here, every time you get 3 people, we call that a cycle. If you'll notice, you cycled once and got a $1,000 bonus, and you cycled a second time, made another $1,000 bonus. And I'm going to go down the bottom. We just kind of wrote it in there, but you cycle 14 more times, so you've earned a total of 16 $1,000 bonuses. And when that happens, you now earn your first $10,000 lifestyle bonus. And folks, when you start earning $10,000 lifestyle bonuses, I got to tell you, that gets pretty exciting. Josh was talking about going to Hawaii. I bet $10,000 would pay for a great trip to Hawaii. I bet $10,000 would be a beautiful vacation to Europe or Australia or just pretty much wherever you want to go. So how do you get those $10,000 bonuses? Again, just build your team. If you'll notice in this example, you only ever sponsored Tom. You got lucky. I'll have to say you got lucky. But for our example, you only ever sponsored 1 person, and from the efforts of Tom and us and all of us working together, your max team is growing, and now you have over 50 people in your max team, and it's going to grow. It's going to be 100 and then 200. I was in a company years ago that had a similar comp plan to this, and in that company, I had over 250 people in my max team. Now, why is that important? Well, Jay Joshua was talking about leverage earlier, and 1 second, please. Jay Joshua was talking about leverage. What kind of leverage? Okay, we've shown you leverage. We've shown you the $500 bonus. We've shown you the $700 car bonus. I've shown you how to make $1,000 and $10,000 checks. But here's what I think is the most powerful leverage in our comp plan. I call it the millionaire maker. Here's where people will literally make millions of dollars with our company. First one, if you notice, the 25% lifestyle commission. And the first commission there is 25% check match on every one of your personal people you bring in the business. So when you bring in John and Mary, you make a 25% match on John and Mary. Every time they make $1,000 or $10,000 bonus, you make 25%. That's strong, folks. That's really strong. Now, in your max team, every time you bring in someone, or every time someone comes in your max team, it doesn't even have to come from you. Every time a new person falls in your max team, no matter where they came from, if they came from you or if they came from somebody 1,000 deep in depth, it does not matter. Every time they come in, you make a 25% matching bonus on all of their $1,000 and $10,000 checks. That's called a CAB bonus, a customer acquisition bonus, and it's coded to you forever, for life. No matter what happens, every time they make a check, you make a 25% matching bonus. Now, why was the guy that I was talking to today so excited? Because he said, I'm just going to sponsor 6 people myself. I'm going to sponsor 10 people myself. I'm not going to wait for anyone else. I'm just going to go out and sponsor a bunch of people. Why was he so excited? Because every time you enroll a personal person in your max team, you get both bonuses, so you would get a 50% matching bonus. That means every time someone in your max team earns a $1,000 check, every time someone in your max team that you personally enroll earns a $1,000 check, you earn $500. And every time someone in your max team that you personally enroll earns a $10,000 lifestyle bonus, you earn a $5,000 matching bonus. Folks, I got to tell you, think about this. You start off building your team, and you got Tom in, and you and Tom went to work, and you called me, and I'm helping you, and your upline max team leader's helping you, and we're all helping Tom, and Tom goes to work, and maybe you bring in a few more people, but all of a sudden this max team has 1,000 people in it, maybe 2,000 people. Do you think if you had 1,000 people in your max team all out there looking for that next person to join our team, for that next person that wants to be an entrepreneur, for that next person that wants to make money from home, do you think maybe as a team, collectively, 1,000 people could maybe find 6 people a week or 3 people a week, depending what package you come in on? Do you think they could find 3 people a week? I think absolutely 1,000 people could find 3 people a week. Well, that's $1,000 a week. I'm even suggesting that if you had a large enough team, your team could maybe, possibly even find 3 people a day. Now, could you imagine having a team that you built and making $1,000 check every single day just because of your efforts and your training and the help that you put in to get that team started, and you earn the residuals on that month after month just because you were the one that went out there and started this team? So Josh, that's what gets me excited, as well as all the products and the traveling and everything else. But I love this comp plan, and I think as people get to understand this comp plan, I tell you, when I talk to people, I've had a lot of folks that I'm going through this, and they have that aha moment, and when they get it, they really get pumped up. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be people on this webinar tonight. I do apologize to everyone here. I'll apologize up front because I already know that some of you are going to lose sleep tonight thinking about this comp plan. So if you're up at 1 o'clock this morning thinking about this comp plan and you can't get it out of your head, you need to give me a call tomorrow so we can get to work, and we'll help you get started. All right, Josh, I'm going to turn this back over to you, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you know, Dave, one of the things that I've never heard is I've never heard anybody say, hey, I referred somebody to my job, and every time they get paid, I get a 50% check match. I mean, you just never hear that. I mean, literally, folks, if you wanted to be able to make 10 grand a month, all you would have to do is help 2 people that you personally sponsor in your max team make 10 grand a month. And it's absolutely huge. A 50% check match is incredible. But some of you are going to be more excited to get started and really take a look at our $500 a month guarantee. Like Dave said, can you find 3 people who love to travel? Can you find 3 people who love coffee? Can you find 3 people who want to lose weight or who are suffering from pain? Absolutely. And on top of that, this is the best part, on top of that, folks, we've made it affordable for everybody to get started. Now we've got several different packages that you can get started at, but our best choices are going to be our VIP product packs. Now we have 2. We've got the premium VIP product pack for $699, and we've got the elite VIP product pack for $1,499. Here's the cool part. Do you remember that incredible travel club I told you about, Max Lifestyle Travel? Well, when you get started at one of those 2 VIP product packs, you actually are going to get access to that incredible travel club, a $10,000 value travel club that is absolutely incredible. It'll be any travel club on the planet for as little as $699 to $1,499. Absolutely incredible. Now, maybe some of you, unfortunately, just spent 40 grand on a timeshare, and so that's not going to be a perfect fit for you. So you may want to fill your VIP product packs with products, coffee, pain relief, max relief formula, the weight loss, the cardio, maybe coffee, etc. But we also have some packages that are more budget-minded packages. We've got one that you can actually do a value pack for $299. At the end of the day, you want to find products that you love if you want to build a business that's going to be your legacy. Really, really important. Now, this is an important slide here, folks. Dave, I've been talking all day too, so I'm going to be actually popping a cough drop here in a minute because, boy, it just seems like we got so many people coming in here, which is great for everyone on tonight's webinar, because as we grow, this is your opportunity to literally position yourself ahead of the masses. But let's take a look right here on the screen, folks. A real important fact: by age 65, out of 100 people, only 3 are financially independent. 7 are dead, and 90% of the people are dependent on family or state. And you have a decision here. If you want to improve your lifestyle, if you want to begin enjoying Max Lifestyle, and you want to have a better life that you're planning for by age 65, I got to tell you, where are you going to find that? You're going to find that becoming a successful entrepreneur from home. You're going to find that building your own successful and profitable home-based business. And folks, that's really what we want you. It's really what we want to help you do. Now, here's another really sound piece of business advice that you're going to hear from the Warren Buffetts and the Donald Trumps of the world. Follow the trends. Now, I'd hate to be the last company on the planet that was in the buggy whip manufacturing. In fact, that was so long ago, some of you don't even know what a buggy is. The horse-drawn carriages, there had to be a company that made those whips to tell the horses you wanted to go faster, right? Well, I'd hate to be a part of that company because I can't imagine they're selling a lot of buggy whips. Well, you got to follow the trends. What is hot right now? I got to tell you, folks, our product lines span the hottest selling trends out there, combined a multi-trillion-dollar industry: health, wealth, and travel, beauty, weight loss, energy, online shopping, coffee. It's absolutely incredible what we have available for you to go out and share with people that they're going to absolutely love. Now, this is really, though, where the rubber meets the road, folks, and that is this simple fact that you can do this. Maybe you've tried a business before and it didn't go very well. Maybe you tried a business and didn't have enough time, or maybe you were with a company that didn't have the right sponsor, or maybe you didn't get the right training, or the company didn't have a marketing system. But here's the best part, folks. You're going to be in business for yourself, but never by yourself, because here at Max Lifestyle, we've got the training and the mentoring and the step-by-step systems that you need, and the full team support to help you succeed. And just as important, if not more so, I want you to take an important look at this, folks: the one-day work week. Now, our company vision is to help 100,000 families around the globe who become successful entrepreneurs from home, who enjoy the one-day work week. Think about that for just a moment. The ability to earn full-time income or more in as little as 1 day a week, or the equivalent thereof. Now, how would you like to be able to wake up and, instead of rolling out of bed, be able to roll over and go back to sleep? And if that's what you really want, folks, it's going to be incredible. We're going to have meetings. We're going to have meetings all over the world with people, groups. We're going to have conferences where you're going to be able to come out and get special recognition and network and spend time with other people. And every time we have a meeting, we're going to take somebody who just made their first $10,000 lifestyle bonus, or their first, or just have their first month where they achieve full-time income, and we're going to have them bring their alarm clock. That's right, their alarm clock, and bring it up on stage and smash their alarm clock, folks, because people want time freedom. That's what they want. I mean, we all got to make money. That's kind of how the world turns. But more importantly than making money, folks, we want to give people the time freedom that they're simply not getting their JLB. We want to give them a real plan B that can help them achieve real results. And let's talk a little bit about our marketing system, folks. If you decide to get started here tonight in one of our 2 VIP product packs, I'm going to give you access for at least anywhere from a few months to up to 1 year to our incredible marketing system, the One Day Work Week, at no additional charge. That's over a $360 value, and the really cool part is that we're going to be adding a call center to help you call your leads. So if you'd ever wanted to build a business with a real online or offline marketing system where you didn't have to pick up the phone and chase those leads down, you can actually have access to a call center. Well, we've got that coming, folks. It's really, really exciting. So that's up to a $360 value right there, plus the training. And I talked about this at the beginning of the call, folks. I got to tell you, if you want to earn the kind of money that a doctor or an attorney or a nurse or a high-level executive earns, you've got to have the education and training. And if you don't have the time to go to school for 8 or 9 years at this point in your life, then you got to learn it somehow, right? Well, you know, you could literally find somebody to personally coach you to teach you how to build a successful online business, and you're going to pay anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 or more. But the best part about this is when you get started with us, we're going to give you access to the One Day Work Week. We're going to give you access to all the training step by step. Like Dave said, we've got live calls. We're going to show you how to do it. A couple of weeks ago, we actually had a live call, and I showed people how in as little as 10 minutes, for just a couple of dollars, you could literally get people contacting you about your business. One guy on the call actually had 13 people contact him and raise their hand and say, hey, I'm interested in learning more about that. And don't forget, folks, when you combine Max Lifestyle with our One Day Work Week marketing system, we have this $500 guarantee. It's absolutely incredible. If you're serious, if you're willing to take action and follow simple steps and let us do the telling and selling, folks, all you need to do is plug in and market and share. Well, let me tell you something. You can literally find the success that you've been dreaming of right here. But I got to be right up front with you. There's a time-sensitive aspect to this that you want to pay close attention to. How many of you like what you've seen here today? Maybe you've got some questions. We can get them answered for you. But how many of you say, you know what? I kind of like that. That looks good. There's some key parts of that. Tell me more about the product, or got a couple of questions, and then you're ready to get started. Well, I'm going to tell you something. If you like what you see, don't wait months or years. Because just like all New Year's resolutions, what happens? You never get to them. It's time to take action right now. And some of the people here on tonight's call may actually get started a few minutes or a few hours or a few days after you, and they could actually end up on your team. They could actually be in a position where you're picking up a check every month or even every week off of their efforts. This is highly leveraged compensation, folks, and it is extremely time sensitive. So you're going to want to make sure that you actually get started right away. And I'm going to close out with this, folks. It's been a real pleasure to spend a little time with you. People are just so excited about what we're doing. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. I've been talking nonstop, so is Dave. And I'm going to be the first one to personally welcome you to the Max Lifestyle family. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in person and meeting and working with you to help you begin your journey towards the One Day Work Week. So here's what I want you to do next. I want you to get back in touch with the person who brought you out here. And I want you to let them know, hey, that was fantastic. That was exciting. I have a couple of questions, but I want to get started right away so that I can work with you. I can go out and build, and you know, you can build with me in my business. So with that said, folks, I'm going to close out tonight's webinar. I will see each and every one of you at the top, on the inside, and on the beaches of the world. Bye for now, everyone.
To learn more about how you can create a solid full-time residual income by promoting our exclusive product line, go to www.maxnow.net. Thank you and have an awesome day.